Okay.
I'm going to start here. Tragedy of Lord George from the Portraits collection. This is Panheligans. And this is like from the UK. I think it's a UK make.
It's a UK,
Yeah, it's a UK make. And this one, first of all, I bought this based on a recommendation of his. He's the one who's telling me, man, there's this fragrance, you need to get it. I was like, so anyway, one day I bought it. But I'll tell you, to be honest, this fragrance is clean, it's professional, and nothing smells like it. That's why it's in this collection. Okay. It does not smell like any fragrance I have. So this one, I really like it because I feel like it does not have the longest projection. It does not have the longest, let's say, longevity as well. But it just works.
Okay.
If I put this on, and you cannot, you have to be dressed up.
Okay.
Yeah, you cannot be in your t-shirt trying to wear this. So, leave it alone. Just leave it alone.
So you said it's kind of clean. So what are some of the notes that are in this one?
I'm not so sure, to be honest.
What do you pick up? What do you think you're picking up, though?
I think it's it has like lavender in there.
Okay.
It has like vetiver.
It's lime.
It's very light. It's very light.
It's fresh.
But it's just fresh, you know? It's just fresh. I think it will be the only one that I'm going to spray. Do you feel that?
Yeah, it's very classy. It's very light. There is some vetiver in there. Maybe a little patchouli or something in there.
Feel it. It has that
vetiver.
It's very, very...
It's fresh and invigorating.
Yes,
exactly. But you're definitely going to...
It's not too much. It's just there. Just doing its thing.
Okay, all right.
The next one is going to be Oud Satin.
Oud Satin Mood.
Now this one is by MFK.
Mason Francis Kurtzjohn. Okay.
This one, I bought it because, bought it from Ken as well. I bought it because of what it stood for. I did research, and it was saying that this fragrance is was made for Paris night.
Really?
So it's like, I need like a fragrance that can work for the night in Kampala.
Okay.
So it's like, this is the one. This one, you can't do more than 2 sprays. Even one is enough.
You can't. Why would you do more than 2 sprays?
Because it's too strong. It's really, really strong. So that's the difference. Okay, this one is light, but this one is really strong. Okay. Now this one you can't wear it daytime. I don't know what you're doing, whatever you're thinking, wearing this
Unless
daytime.
You really want to choke someone out. So we're moving on. We got the 2 down. All right, we're moving right along. What's your next choice?
My next choice is Carlisle.
Carlisle by?
Yes, by Parfums de Mali.
Okay.
Now this one, why I choose this is because it's tobacco.
That's going to be one of my reasons why I would choose it too.
It's a bit of apple in there. It's dark. It's nice. This fragrance, I don't know. I don't even want to talk about the notes. I just want to say that it's beautiful. This one, I think, is the one where they mixed Herald and Layton. They put the 2 together. That's what most people say. But I can feel it based on what I get with it. It's dark and it just works. This one, you can still not wear it at daytime. It's also a night-like scent because it's kind of... And if it's... Because we're in Uganda. I'm really explaining for Uganda because Uganda is always hot on a daily basis. It's rarely like daytime.
But those nights, I'm learning as I'm being here, can be quite crisp.
Yes.
You know?
The nights are kind of like cool in a sense. So when you wear something like this, it brings warmth to the area. So this really works at night as well.
Indeed.
You know, or for a very cold day. If it's a very cold day, you could still wear this. But this one is number 8.
Number 8. I'm getting excited for the next one.
Next one.
But I'm not choosing.
Yes.
I'm excited. Go ahead.
Number 7. This one. This one is Andrew Share. This one is you're putting on a suit. You're with your friends. You're seated maybe in a lounge. And you are the man of the moment. This is the one.
Killian's Angel Share.
You can see how the bottle is.
Yeah, I can see you put a
really running down.
Yeah, so
big
you put a big dent in this one.
I like it a lot. So this one, Andrew Share, is like brandy. You know?
Yeah.
It smells like whiskey. has that kind of vibe. This one, you need it. That's why it's number 7. And for me, I feel like for someone who is deep into fragrance or not even too deep into fragrance, if you get this one for those special occasions, special moments, at night, you're going for a date with a girl and you wear this, she want to kiss you.
So we've got Angel Share,
yes,
brandy, little apple, little whiskey, dress it up. You're at a lounge, you know, it's
chilling. You want to be the man of the moment. That's
very
the one.
spicy, sweet and spicy.
You sit it in a corner. Anyone who comes to that corner, they'll know the person in this corner is a very serious kind of person.
Indeed.
So that one stands out.
Okay.
So my number 6, which is actually my number 1 in terms of how I do my thing.
In terms of how you feel, that's
yes, and how I feel, but it's number 6 in this collection, looking at when I'm not just looking at moments. I'm not looking at occasions entirely. I'm just looking at the numbers of like top 10. I would say this is clean. This is what I mean.
Okay.
When I say clean, this is what I mean. This one is fresh pineapple. Very nice, very cool. Can work anytime. As I told you, it's very versatile.
What's this one called again?
This one is Hasivat by Nishane.
Okay.
This one is special to me. As I told you before, I have a lot of bottles. I've gone through a lot of bottles compared to all other fragrances. This one, I've gone through many because it's the one I reach for if I don't want to think. I don't want to think, oh, maybe this, this is the one. If I feel like I'm confused, I just pick this one.
This is a part of you.
Exactly, it's a part of me. So this one, if you need something that works at any time, any moment, it's daytime, you can work with it. It's very early in the morning, you can work with it. So lunchtime, you can work with it. It's evening, you can work with it. It can work at any time, and it is really crowd pleasing, from my understanding. It's very, very crowd pleasing, so it works. So
daytime, nighttime, anytime.
Yes, exactly. Okay. This is my number 6. So that was my first 5.
Some of these ones that you put in on the back could be easily number 1. Yeah. Any of these can be number 1.
Any of them can be number
1
because they're really nice fragrances.
Indeed.
And as I've explained, they all work some of them work for different moments.
Sure.
Particularly like some are dark and you cannot just wear them when it's hot. You will just choke people, and on top of that, you won't enjoy. I'm telling you, when it's too hot and then you're wearing like a dark fragrance, it's just too much. You need to look at the occasion.
Wow.
You need to look at the occasion and look at the time that you're wearing something. So that's the thing. As you've seen, this one, versatile, can work anytime, but you have to be dressed up. This one can work anytime. Even if you're not too dressed up, you can still work with it. Okay. You can still work with it. Right. This one, you really have to be dressed up, and it has to be like night.
I agree.
Night.
Absolutely.
Night. All these 3 here, night. These ones, that's not the case. So that's how I've organized these fragrances for you to give you that kind of picture.
It's a very interesting way of doing that. There's a lot of depth on this table here. You know, there's nothing linear here, even on the designer side. There's a lot of depth here, a lot of reasons, a lot of seasons for wearing particular fragrances. There's some rules to the game here.
Yes, exactly.
There's some rules to the game. But let me not interrupt you. Go ahead and break down the top 5 here.
The top 5. Top 5. We're going to switch up something. This is it.
Why did you do that? Well,
I'm going to show you why.
You're going to show me. Okay, don't let me.
I'm going to show you why, because this is going to be 5. This is going to be 4. This is going to be 3. This is going to be 2, and this is going to be 1.
Number 1, meaning that's the one that's nearest and dearest to him.
Yes, exactly.
Right? Okay,
yes,
go ahead.
Exactly.
Go for it.
So, this is from Terry Dezois, if that's how they even say it. So, this particular one is called Rouge Saraya.
Okay.
Now, Rouge Saraya is different. See this bottle. Look at the flecks, the gold flecks.
Yeah.
And actually, even when you spray some of the flakes, the gold
Yeah, I was
flakes,
shocked
go
last time I
onto
saw
your
it.
skin.
Really? You get some of the flakes onto
Yeah.
your skin?
You see?
You get it?
See that?
I didn't know that.
So
that
this
was
is
a
what I
feature.
wore today.
Okay. Oh wow, that smells nice.
You remember when I came in, you're
Yes.
like, that
Yes.
fragrance.
Yes.
So this
oh,
is the one.
This is one that you were wearing when you first came in.
When I first
okay.
came in from upstairs. So this was the one. This is the one I wore.
That's really
So this
nice.
one is, because today is a bit cold, and we're in there, it's very cozy. So I feel like this one really works if, let's say, you're going for a date, you're home and you're rich enough to have this kind of fragrance, and you feel like, you know what, let me just use this at home. Me, I can because I have many.
Right.
But if you really have it as a special occasion kind of scent, don't waste it. You know, every spray is too much money, so you don't want to be doing that.
Right.
You don't want to be doing that with your money. So this one is number 5 because it is different. It's Middle Eastern in a sense, and it's just deep. It's just deep.
It has some spices. It has
very
some
spicy, it's sweet.
I think there might be some cardamom. Well, you know what?
Exactly.
I think it might. I'm not going to guess. I haven't looked at the note breakdown, but it is sweet, very spicy, has some heft to it. It's for an event.
Yes, this one is for an event.
Yeah.
Like if you really want to stand out and you're doing your thing, this one, go for this. This is my number 5, Rouge Sarai. My number
Oh boy.
4 is
Oh, boy.
Oud
Yes.
for Greatness. by
Oud for
Nichio.
greatness.
So this particular one is one of the last fragrances I bought from Ken,
Okay.
to be exact. One of the last ones.
We
I
see
said
it.
I need to take it.
We see a theme here. We've got a lot of niche fragrances here. Please, people, when you guys are looking at this stuff, we can go. You can get all of these niche fragrances from
him.
Perfume Plus from this guy, Mr. Ken. All right, Mr. Ken, he can supply you with all the things that you
Yes,
need.
and
Go
actually
for
it's
it.
not something I've talked about. I studied with Ken. We went to the same school in high school, and that's how we got to know each other.
Okay.
And he told me, man, I'm starting up a shop. We actually met in times like, man, I'm starting up something. It's a perfume thing. I'm like, okay, interesting. We'll see. I never knew that we would be this far, like, and the whole thing, and he's done it. The whole of lockdown, he was doing his thing. And lockdown is like, okay, I'm starting to collect. I started with designers, but now I don't have them. I gave them all up. So if you were lucky enough to meet me at the time where I was giving out fragrances, I gave out
You were just
more
giving-
than
you gave out quite a
30
number.
fragrances.
So wait, you gave up.
I gave out
all your designers.
majority of these I just gave out.
You
All
gave,
these
so
I just gave out.
you just
For
said
free.
designer. I'm finished with you.
Because I had gotten an understanding of the niche side.
Wow.
As like, to hell with designers. And I'm not saying fully to hell because I have some.
Sure.
But for me, fragrances, because of the understanding, now I'm on a different level of what I choose and what I feel right now. And my number 4 is this. My number 4 is Oud for Greatness because it's dark. This is dark. This is Oud. This is greatness, like the name says.
Just like the
like
name
when you
says.
wear this at night, it's also not very good when it's hot.
Sure.
It's good when it's like cold, it'd be cold, nighttime, date kind of vibe.
That cool
Yeah.
cool part of the night, it just draws
Yes,
you
and on
in.
top of that, let's say you're in the club, and you want to stand out, you're in the club.
Yeah, you're gonna
you want to
separate
show
yourself
people,
a
yeah,
lot
you're not like
from
them,
everyone
man.
else when
This
you
is the
wear Oud for
one,
Greatness.
yeah. You wear this in the club. They say this guy is different.
What does it smell like? What's something in there? What do you think what comes to your mind when you're
What comes to mind is Oud.
Oud for
And there's
Greatness?
saffron as well. Like it has that baccarat kind of thing in it. But just imagine the baccarat with also like a wood kind of thing within, with that depth and darkness.
What did you say about the performance?
The performance is crazy. This one is beast mode.
Beast mode.
Actually, majority of the fragrances, if you've noticed, that I have here are beast mode apart from this one. I do not like fragrances that work for a short time. No, I'm not ready for
You
that.
don't want to keep respraying.
My money cannot be used in that kind of manner.
It's got to stick around.
Exactly.
Okay, all
So
right.
my
moving
number
down.
3 is
Moving to
this.
number 3.
So I remember the first time I smelled this fragrance. It's very fresh.
Which one is this one?
This one is Elysium. So I got to the UK, I think it was 2016. That was my first time in the UK. And I smelled this fragrance. I think we were I don't know if that place was called Harold's or Suffrages. There's a place they took me. It's like a market kind of place where they have different boutiques, have their small stores, like small pop-up shops within. And that's the first time I smelled the replicas. That's the first time I smelled the Roger. I said, I need to have this fragrance.
Okay.
And I got it from Ken as well. And to be honest, this one is clean. This is an Aventus kind of vibe, but on a very professional level. On a very professional level. That's why you don't have Aventus here, but you have this one.
You have some there.
This one is next level. You can look at the cup.
Yeah.
Very heavy.
Okay.
It looks like a king. It looks like a boss. This is Elysium by Roger. Very clean, and as you can see, I've also put a dent in it because I love it.
Okay.
I love it, and I use it.
It's got a little vetiver in there.
Yeah.
Got a little. That one has some dimensions too. Smells. You said it smells. It reminds you a little bit of Aventus, but
yes,
it has
but
some,
it just goes somewhere else, just like this one as well. It also goes somewhere else. So I have some clean ones. I have a very clean one here.
Okay.
My next one is this one. My next one is fucking fabulous.
Okay.
Now, funny enough, this Tom Ford fucking fabulous is a designer, but from the private side of Tom Ford. It's where they make the niche kind of quality fragrances. I'm not saying the others are not niche like I believe Noir Extreme also has a niche
it does have a niche
to
quality,
it.
absolutely.
Umbre Leather has a niche quality to it. It's
Indeed.
just that they are really artistic. I feel like Tom Ford is very artistic.
Indeed.
Despite it being a designer.
Indeed.
It's very artistic. So this particular one is my most expensive fragrance. Bought it from Ken Steele, 1.5 million. I said, my money. When I sprayed it at home, I said, my money. Because I didn't like it. So one day I wear it. And everyone was telling me, you smell good. And I passed by Ken's shop at Market Plaza. And when I reached, the girl said, oh, you smell really good. For the first time, those girls never say anything to me about how I smell. For the first time, they said, I said, okay. So when I wore it more, I got to appreciate it. And on top of that, so many people, when I wear this, they tell me you really smell good. But this is a gentleman's scent.
Indeed. Let me ask you really quick. When you said you got this one, you sprayed it in the beginning when you first got it. Why did you say that you didn't at first? It wasn't something that you liked in the beginning.
Compared to the money, I thought I would get more.
You
know how like you buy something and you're like, maybe I would get more compared to the money I've paid. I shouldn't have bought it. I called Ken, I told him I shouldn't have paid this money. I'm honest, I'm not the kind of guy who's going to just say, oh, you know what, I like it or whatever. No. But to be honest, I grew to love it, and it's leather-like. It's very clean. You can smell it. It's not the usual fragrance. It's very, very clean, very, very powdery.
Yeah, I'm glad that you said that, because I was going to go a different direction, but I agree with you. It is powdery. It is leathery. It does have those kind of like those maybe some resins in there that might be like what am I looking for? Some resins from maybe a musk kind of, but it's a clean.
Yes, it's very clean. It's very clean. So this one is my number two.
Number two.
And as I've told you, it's really expensive. You don't have to go for this one. You could go for Tom Ford Fabulous. It's Fabulous, which has like a red line. This one is really expensive. The other one is quite manageable. Still expensive, but quite manageable. And my number one is this one. Number one is Creed Royal Oud.
Okay.
And as I said, there's not too much oud in this one. I don't know what they were saying, but I don't feel it. But all I know, I feel sandalwood. This is clean, and this can work for any time. It's not like this one. My number two. This number one can work anytime. I could wear it in the morning, I could wear it in the evening, I can wear it in the afternoon, I can wear it in the night, I could wear it going to the club, I can wear it going anywhere. Could go wear this going to the market. doing anything I'm doing, I can still wear it, but still look to be a sophisticated person. So if you want to look sophisticated, this talks to me in terms of what it stands for. It makes me feel like I'm a little different. And that's what it gives me. So Royal Oud is my number one. And you can see how much I've dealt with it. I've gone to fights 120 ml. And I'm probably left with maybe
20, 30
ml.
What does it smell like to you?
To me it smells, it has vetiver, it has lavender.
So it's all those things that it has oud, but it's fresh and spicy still.
The wood is not too much. It has sandalwood. It's woody.
Yes.
So and as you've seen, my first two ones are like, most of these have a fresh kind of vibe to them. The first three, if you've noticed, all the first three have like a fresh kind of thing to them, or like they're kind of like subtle in a sense, but very professional in another way. Sophisticated, but at the same time professional. All these are professional. Apart from these are more dark. A dark kind of place. These ones are not heavy, but they perform. They have longevity. They have sillage, and they also stand out. They have something unique about them. That's why I put those number one, number two, and number three. This you have to be dressed up. This not necessarily, but it's important if you dress up. But even if I was in shorts, I would still rock it. This one I can't rock it in shorts. I really need to be like dressed up really well as well. But this one could be for, let's say, day event. I just put on that and the whole place just feels nice because of me. So that one makes sense. This makes sense. That makes sense. So that was my top 10.
Okay, well, extremely extensive top 10 from A Pass. So we're going to get over to Ken's side over here. Ken, Mr. Ken.
Yes.
You got a little bit more. You got a few more choices than just 10. What do you have here? Can you rank maybe? How would you rank maybe like top 5? Top 5.
Yeah, just like I told you previously, I wear depending on occasion. And I had a top 10, but I'll go with the first top 5. And I'll start with number 5.
Okay.
This is the Nishane Oolong Sha.
Okay. Nishane, what's it called again?
Nishane Oolong Sha.
Oolong Sha. Okay. Yeah. All right.
So I wouldn't really call it a designer.
Okay.
Actually, it's here by, it made its way through by designers.
I was going to say it's quite niche.
That's not quite niche.
It's definitely niche. Okay.
But it made its way here by, I don't know how, somehow it made its way to the designers, but because it's my favorite, it had to come here.
Okay.
So this is one fragrance that I love for when I want to feel a fresh, clean environment, because this has a little bit of tea in it. Has a little bit of lavender in it. It's a very subtle scent. You wouldn't say it has a lot of projection, but this is kind of a scent that is very accommodative. This is a kind of scent that we can be 10, 3, 5 people, but it's not very offensive. It's a very clean, maybe you're wearing your white linen shirt, in a very conducive, good AC. This is the type of scent that I choose to wear for those specific moment.
Okay.
Clean and fresh environment.
Would you say, since it's not, that this one is not a projector as much, it's more of a something that sticks closer to the body, like a skin scent?
Yeah, actually this is a clean scent, so it's like almost very intimate.
Okay.
So I go for this anytime, and it's quite costly, but to me, any day, anytime, white shirt, white linen, clean environment, AC.
You're gonna be clean.
This is it. You have to be really clean when you're wearing this.
Okay. All right. All right. Number 5, Nishane.
Nishane Oolong Sha.
Oolong Sha. I was going to ask you because I could say that again. Oolong Sha.
Yes,
Oolong Sha.
exactly,
Okay. Number 5, Oolong Sha by Nishane. Okay.
Yes. Then I'll go to number 4.
Ah.
YSL. The Y.
from the Y
Woody
Y
Parfum.
series.
Why?
Why? Why? Very good question, yes.
Why?
This is a very, it's a YSL, Y from the YSL community. This is a very fantastic scent, and I like it because I call it a teenage fragrance. It's a little bit teenage. It brings out the vibe in me.
Brings out the youth. It's very youthful.
It's very youthful.
Very sweet.
Very sweet. It has the bubblegum effect in it. Like it has that thing that is very. This is somehow, I wouldn't say it's a compliment getter, but I would say this is a fragrance that you really expect to get a compliment. But above all, it's one that really triggers people around you. Women like it at all.
Okay.
They really like this kind of fragrance.
Well, that's important. If it's going to be mass appealing, you want the masses to be the ladies to
yes.
to,
So
to
this
like
is a
that one.
bubblegum. It's a little bit teenage. It has a lot of vibe. You know, like you want to step out in a minute. You are out. You know, this is the kind of fragrance you really wear. I wouldn't wear it for the office, but I would wear it for outdoor.
Outdoor. Would you wear it outdoor during the day, outdoor during the night, or what would you say?
During night is fantastic.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
so I would go with this during night. Why? YSL Woody Parfum. Very bubble, mintish, very sweet. A fantastic scent. So I'd put it at number 4.
Okay, that's number 4. Y from YSL, the Y line.
Yeah.
All right, that's number 4.
Number 4.
Okay.
I would go with versatility when it comes to this.
Okay. All right, here we go. Both you guys got some really nice fragrances over here. Okay, go ahead. Why is that number 3?
This is Acqua di Gio
Okay.
Profumo.
Profumo.
So I choose to call it versatile because I don't need to make appointments when I'm going. Those days when I have not to struggle which fragrance I'm wearing.
Okay.
This is one perfume that I would wear anytime.
So this is
It cuts across.
Okay, so this is like a dumb reach, just
Yeah,
a blind
just
reach. Just
yeah.
get it and just throw it on.
Yeah, you can wear it in the evening. I can wear it in the morning. Performance is very good.
What does it smell like?
It's a little bit of would say it's a little bit woody, but not so woody. A very calm woodiness. You expect to find a little bit of iris behind the scene. That makes, I think it's because of the iris that gives the projection a little bit longer. The projection is quite good. You're looking at a very somehow soaking. So this is a kind of fragrance that you would wear maybe in office, out, you know, like you just pick it up and you're good to
But
go.
Ken, it also has like an animalic kind
Yeah,
of
it's
thing
actually,
to it.
to be very...
Yes, it has a bit of it. It
Yeah.
has just a bit of it. But it's really nice.
It's a very nice longevity.
You remember when I bought it a couple of times?
Yeah, and I remember...
I
you
gave it to
introduced
my dad.
Yeah.
I gave it to my dad.
Yeah.
When I was giving out fragrances, that particular one,
that was
I gave
one
it
of the
to my
ones.
dad.
Yeah.
I wish I would have known you when you were giving out fragrances. Seriously, but so this one it reaches many purposes as well.
Yes.
Daytime, nighttime,
age range. You know, like
Yeah,
can work for an older
Okay.
It
person,
can work for
or young.
another young person. That is why it is one times because you see, like, he has a lot of problems choosing his main. So, so you need to have that fragrance that you
can just
out.
reach for it.
Like, you don't have to think about it. Because sometimes as a collector, you really have a big collection just to say this is not all we have.
Right.
This is just for the viewers.
Okay.
But sometimes
sure.
you really run out of options. You look at your drawer and you don't have what to wear.
Right, and you need to think about
And you need to
how
think
you
about
feel at that particular time.
Yes. So that is
this
the
one
moment I
is-
say, no, I'm not going to stress myself. This is the bottle.
You just get
That's the
that.
one you can just dumb reach,
Yeah.
blind reach.
And you'll get, ironically, I still get compliments.
No, why wouldn't you?
I was
The
going to
fragrance is
say,
beautiful. Let me
say,
be honest with
why
you.
wouldn't
Why
you? That's a
wouldn't you?
beautiful fragrance.
That fragrance
Yeah.
is one of the designers I'll buy again. For personal keeps, like keep it in a bottle,
Yes.
keep it in its box,
Yeah.
and just keep it there because I believe it's a classic. For my understanding,
Wow.
I think it's a classic.
Wow.
It's a classic. And maybe for the viewers, this fragrance is being discontinued. So you better rush and get it.
You better come see Ken now.
Including me.
Yeah.
You A Pass might get it before you. So if you want to come out and get I guess you're calling this one a modern masterpiece. I don't want to
That
put
is-
words in your mouth,
that
but
is very
could this be a modern masterpiece?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is. Because actually, to be very honest, among the Acqua di Gio fragrances that I really love, this is one of them.
I think you might be inspiring me.
This is
I'm ready to get a fresh fragrance myself. So modern masterpiece on the designer side, Acqua di Gio Profumo.
Get this.
Get it while you
Perfect.
Perfect.
can. Okay.
My second one.
Oh boy.
Oh, this is it.
I think we've got so many. Okay, go ahead. Go for it.
This man likes fresh things.
I
Because
see.
he's putting on white.
This is Dior Sauvage.
Dior Sauvage. Is that now? There's so many of these. Is that the EDP? Is that the elixir? Which one is that one?
This is the EDP.
That's the EDP.
So when you're
Okay.
buying the Dior Sauvage, you go for the EDP. Don't buy the Parfum. Don't buy the Eau de Toilette. Go for the EDP.
Why?
Thank you.
Yes.
You're getting those questions out before I can.
Yes.
Why the
I just
EDP?
want to know since for me, I don't have it. I want to know.
Okay. So why not the elixir? Why not the EDT? Why the EDP? Is that EDP or Parfum?
This is the EDP.
EDP.
Yeah.
Okay. Why
So,
the EDP?
reason why you should buy this. This is a masterclass. This is my most complimented fragrance. This is a compliment getter.
Okay.
This is a panty dropper.
All
Ladies
right.
love it.
Explain why is it a panty dropper and what does it smell like?
I
What's in this
think
thing?
in most fragrances, this is one, iris is one of the most expensive ingredients
Okay.
that is used to make perfumes. I would shock you that even about 1 kilo of iris would cost about $40,000 to $50,000.
Wow.
So this is the most prominent note that is in here. So iris is that thing that keeps on giving you the urge to go for it. You really want to smell it, like timing.
It's that addictive thing that just keeps you coming back,
You
eh?
understand? It's like some sort of ecstasy.
You might get this one next. I don't know.
You understand?
This one I remember. Anyway, I had it. And I will not buy it for one reason. I'm going to tell you why. Someone bought it for me.
Yes.
And the only way I can have it again, if that same person buys it for me. I hope you're watching the video.
Oh my God! Now, do you see what perfume does to us here? It just draws people in.
That perfume, I can never forget the person who bought it for me. I can never be, and that's the beautiful thing with fragrances.
Yeah.
You will know
Never.
why you got it, or when someone said something about you, will always remember. It brings memories.
It brings back memories. It makes
memories.
us think about people.
So that's why I like it.
Oh,
but I
boy.
say that same person has to buy it for me again, and I want the 200 ml, please.
Oh.
200 ml.
Oh my goodness, Christian Dior, you're bringing people together.
Only Parfum.